My friends, tonight I want to speak about a silent struggle, a deep ache that often goes unnoticed. It is the life of a woman who sleeps alone without a husband, without the warmth of companionship by her side. Perhaps she once had love, but it faded. Perhaps she never found the one who would cherish her. Or maybe life in its unpredictable course led her down a road she never imagined, one of loneliness, one of solitude. But my dear friend, I want to tell you tonight, you are never truly alone. There is one who sees every tear you shed in the quiet of the night. There is one who understands the burdens you carry, the long days, the silent meals, the nights of longing. There is one who knows your heart better than any man ever could. He is the one who created you, the one who loves you with a love that is unfailing and eternal. This world may tell you that without a husband, your life is incomplete. That without a man to hold your hand, your journey is lonely. But let me remind you, your worth is not defined by another person. You were created for a purpose far beyond human relationships. Your strength, your dignity, your faith, they shine brighter than any wedding ring. Loneliness is a silent struggle that many people experience but few openly discuss. It creeps into the heart unnoticed, settling deep within, creating an emptiness that is difficult to explain. Unlike physical pain, which is visible and often receives immediate attention, loneliness hides in the shadows, making its presence known only in quiet moments when the world grows silent, when the lights go out, and when there is no one around to share a thought or touch. It is not always the absence of people that makes one lonely. Sometimes it is the absence of connection, the feeling that no one truly sees, understands, or cares. For some, loneliness is the result of life's circumstances. The loss of a loved one, the end of a relationship, or the passing of time can create a void that no one else seems able to fill. A widow sits in the home she once shared with her husband, now hearing only the ticking of the clock instead of the laughter they once shared. A single mother tucks her children into bed, longing for an adult conversation, but finding only silence. A young woman watches her friends marry, start families, and build lives, while she remains alone, questioning whether love will ever find her. For others, loneliness comes even in the presence of people. It is possible to be surrounded by a crowd and yet feel utterly unseen. A woman can sit at a dinner table, smile, and engage in conversation, yet inside she may feel invisible, as if her words do not truly matter. She may scroll through social media, watching others share moments of joy, but feel disconnected from the happiness they portray. The world moves around her, but she feels like an observer rather than a participant. Loneliness does not always announce itself loudly. It lingers in small moments, the hesitation before reaching out to someone, the quiet sigh after a long day, the ache of wanting to be held but knowing there is no one there. It is in the way a woman turns over in bed at night, touching only an empty pillow. It is in the way she watches the sunset, wishing there was someone beside her to share in its beauty. It is in the prayers whispered into darkness, asking for someone to see, to understand, to simply be there. The weight of loneliness can become unbearable if left unspoken. It can lead to self-doubt, making one wonder if they are unworthy of love, if something is wrong with them, or if they will always remain unseen. It can cause a person to withdraw further, avoiding social interactions out of fear of rejection or disappointment. Over time, loneliness can become a habit, a way of life, something so familiar that the thought of change feels foreign and even frightening. Yet the silent struggle of loneliness does not mean that one is truly alone. Even in the darkest nights, there is hope. There is always one who sees, who understands, and who never turns away. Even when the world seems indifferent, love is never too far away. God sees and understands your heart in ways that no one else ever could. He knows the silent prayers you whisper in the darkness, the unspoken burdens you carry, and the quiet tears that fall when no one is watching. There is nothing hidden from him, not your fears, your disappointments, or even the struggles you keep buried deep inside. While others may overlook or misunderstand you, he sees every part of you, not just the person you present to the world, but the soul that longs for comfort, purpose, and love. There are moments in life when it feels like no one truly understands what you are going through. Friends may listen, but they may not fully grasp the depth of your pain. Family may try to comfort you, but their words might not reach places where you hurt the most. You may try to express yourself, yet still feel unheard, as if your emotions are too complex, too heavy, or too much for anyone to bear. But God understands it all, every thought before it is formed, every ache before it is felt, and every longing before it is spoken. His understanding is not like that of the world. People judge by what they see on the surface, forming opinions based on outward appearances and spoken words. But God looks at the heart. He sees beyond your actions and into your intentions. He knows why you struggle, why you sometimes hesitate, why you fear, and why you hope. Even when you make mistakes, He understands the wounds that led you there, the brokenness that caused you to stumble. He does not condemn as the world condemns. Instead, He offers mercy, grace, and the opportunity to begin again. There are days when you might feel unseen, as if you are walking through life unnoticed and unappreciated. But God has never taken His eyes off you. He sees you when you rise in the morning and when you lay your head down at night. He knows the thoughts that trouble you before sleep, the worries that press against your heart, and the silent desires you are afraid to voice. He sees when you do good, even when no one acknowledges it. He sees your kindness, your patience, your sacrifices, all the things that often go unnoticed by the world, and He treasures them. When your heart is heavy, when you feel lost or uncertain, you are not alone. God is not distant, nor is He unaware of your pain. He walks with you through every storm, every disappointment, every lonely night. He is there in the quiet moments when you search for answers, and He is there when words fail you. His love is not based on your perfection, but on His unchanging nature. He understands you completely, and in His presence you are fully known, fully seen, and fully loved. Your worth is not defined by marriage, despite what society may often suggest. In many cultures and traditions, a woman's value is often tied to her relationship status, as if marriage is the ultimate measure of her success and fulfillment. From a young age, she may hear that finding a husband is one of the most important goals in life. She may be told that without marriage, she is incomplete or lacking in some way. But the truth is, a woman's worth is not determined by whether or not she has a ring on her finger. Her value is not dependent on her relationship status, but on the person she is, her character, her kindness, her faith, and the purpose she carries in this world. A woman is not made whole by a husband. She is already complete as she is. Marriage can be a beautiful blessing, but it is not the source of her identity. Her worth is rooted in something far greater than societal expectations. It is rooted in her unique existence, her strengths, her dreams, and the love that God has for her. There are countless women throughout history who have lived purposeful and impactful lives without being defined by marriage. Some have dedicated themselves to their careers, their communities, their faith, or their passions. They have found joy and fulfillment in ways that had nothing to do with being someone's wife. It is easy to feel pressure when the world around you constantly reminds you of what you should have by a certain age. Family members ask questions, friends move forward in their relationships, and social media is filled with images of weddings, anniversaries, and families. In moments like these, it is natural to wonder if something is missing. But a woman's journey is her own, and it does not have to look like anyone else's. She is not behind, and she is not failing. Every person's path is different, and the timing of blessings is in the hands of God, not society. Being single does not mean being alone or unloved. There are deep, meaningful relationships outside of marriage, friendships that uplift, family bonds that strengthen, and a connection with God that is unbreakable. A woman can live a life full of love, of purpose, and joy without needing a husband to validate her existence. She can travel, learn, grow, and contribute to the world in powerful ways. She can embrace her individuality and find happiness in being exactly who she was created to be. No woman should ever feel that she is less than because she is not married. She is valuable just as she is, with or without a husband. Her worth is not something given to her by another person. It is something she already possesses. The love of a spouse can be a beautiful addition to life, but it is not the foundation of her identity. She is enough. She is whole. And she is deeply loved by the one who created her. You are deeply loved by God, more than your heart can fully comprehend. His love is not conditional, not based on how perfect you are or how much you have achieved. It does not waver with time, nor does it depend on the opinions of others. His love is constant, unwavering, and infinite, reaching into the deepest parts of your soul, even the places you may try to hide. No matter where you are in life, no matter how broken you feel or how many times you have fallen, His love remains and strong. There are moments in life when it is easy to feel unworthy of love. Mistakes, regrets, and disappointments can make a person believe that they are not good enough, that they have failed too many times to be loved unconditionally. People may walk away, relationships may change, and the world may be quick to judge, but God's love does not work that way. He does not love based on performance or perfection. He sees the flaws, the struggles, the fears, and yet He still calls you His own. His love reaches beyond human understanding, offering grace when you feel undeserving and mercy when you feel lost. It is easy to look at life's hardships and wonder if God truly loves you. Pain, loneliness, and unanswered prayers can make it seem as though He is distant, as if His love is far away. But love does not always mean an easy life. Love means that even in the hardest moments, you are not alone. It means that when you cry, your tears are seen. When you feel weak, His strength is there to carry you. When you do not understand the road ahead, His love remains the guiding light that never fades. God's love is not just a feeling, it is an action. It is in the way He provides when you are in need, in the way He comforts when you are in pain, and in the way He never leaves, even when the world does. He loves with a depth that no human could ever match, a love that seeks you out even when you feel lost. It is a love that redeems, that restores, that lifts you up when you feel broken beyond repair. Many spend their lives searching for love, hoping to find it in people, success, or material things. But the greatest love has always been there, waiting unchanging. No matter how far you have gone, no matter what the past holds, His love is always reaching for you. It is not limited by circumstances or mistakes. It is a love that says you are precious, you are chosen, and you are never forgotten. You do not have to earn it, and you do not have to prove yourself worthy of it. You are already deeply loved just as you are. God walks beside you, even when you cannot see Him, when you feel alone in the journey of life. There are moments when the weight of the world feels unbearable, when the path ahead seems uncertain, and when the struggles you face seem too great to handle. In those moments, it may feel as if no one truly understands what you are going through. But God does. He is there walking beside you with every step you take, guiding you, strengthening you, and holding you up when you feel like you cannot go on. Life is filled with trials, disappointments, and unexpected turns. There are times when you may feel abandoned, as if you are walking through a storm without shelter. Friends may leave, relationships may break, and circumstances may change, but God never does. He does not leave when times get tough, nor does He turn away when you struggle. Even in the quiet moments when you feel unheard and unseen, He is right there watching over you, ready to carry you through whatever you are facing. His presence is not dependent on how strong your faith is or how perfect you are. He walks beside you simply because He loves you. There may be days when you question where He is, when prayers seem unanswered and the silence feels overwhelming. But just because you cannot hear Him does not mean He is not near. A child does not always see the parent watching from a distance, yet the parent never stops caring, never stops protecting. In the same way, God is with you even when you cannot feel Him. He is working in ways beyond your understanding, arranging things for your good, leading you towards something greater than what you see right now. His presence brings strength when you feel weak, peace when you feel anxious, and hope when you feel like giving up. When the road ahead is uncertain, He walks beside you as a guide. When the burdens are heavy, He walks beside you as a source of comfort. And when you feel lost, He walks beside you as a light in the darkness. There is no step you take that He is not already aware of, no path you travel that He has not already prepared a way through. Even in your hardest moments, you are never truly alone. He walks beside you in the quiet, in the chaos, in the victories, and in the struggles. He is with you when you rise in the morning and when you lay down at night. His presence is steady, unwavering, and filled with love that never fails. No matter where life takes you, no matter how difficult the road becomes, you can find peace in knowing that the one who created you walks beside you, holding you close and leading you every step of the way. You are not forgotten. Even when it feels like the world has moved on without you, there are moments in life when loneliness settles deep within the heart, whispering that no one sees, no one cares, and no one remembers. You may feel invisible, as if your presence does not matter, as if your voice goes unheard. But the truth is, you are not forgotten. You are deeply known, cherished, and remembered by the one who created you. Even when people overlook you, even when life feels isolating, God sees you and he has never turned his gaze away. Life has a way of making people feel insignificant. The demands of daily routines, the fast pace of the world, and the ever-changing nature of relationships can make it seem as though you have been left behind. People get busy, friendships fade, and sometimes even those closest to you may not understand the depths of what you are going through. It can be painful to feel unseen, to wonder if anyone truly cares about the battles you are facing. But no matter how forgotten you may feel by others, you are never forgotten by God. From the moment you were formed, he knew you. Every detail of your life, every thought, every dream, and every struggle is known to him. He has counted every tear, every silent prayer, and felt every ache of your heart. You are not just another person in the crowd. You are his creation, deeply loved and intentionally designed. The world may forget, but he never does. His love is not fleeting or dependent on circumstances. It is constant, unshakable, and personal. There are times when it may seem like your prayers are unanswered, as if your cries for help are met with silence. It is easy to assume that silence means absence, but God is always working, even when you cannot see it. Just as the sun continues to shine behind the clouds, his presence remains, even in the seasons of waiting and uncertainty. He has a plan for you, and his timing is perfect. What seems like a delay is often preparation for something greater. Even when you feel small, you matter. Your life has purpose and your existence is meaningful. The impact you have on others, the kindness you show, and the love you give are never wasted. Sometimes the world measures worth by success, recognition, or status, but God measures worth by something far deeper: your heart, your faith, and your willingness to trust him even in the unseen moments. You are not forgotten. Not by God, not by those whose lives you have touched, and not by the purpose that is still unfolding for you. Even in your quietest moments, even when you feel lost in the vastness of life, you are known, remembered, and deeply loved. You are never alone, and you are never abandoned. So to the woman who sleeps alone with no husband, know this: you are not alone. You are not forgotten, nor are you lacking in worth. Your value is not measured by your relationship status, but by the light within you, the strength you carry, and the purpose you fulfill. Though the nights may feel long and the world may whisper that you are incomplete, remember that you are whole just as you are. You are seen by God, cherished beyond measure, and have never forsaken. Walk with confidence, rest with peace, and live with the assurance that you are deeply loved today, tomorrow, and always.